There's a truth every man learns the hard way. A truth that breaks you at first, but shapes you into someone stronger than you ever imagined. People don't value you when you're always available. They value you when your absence finally shows them what your presence meant. And it hurts. It hurts because you gave honestly. You gave fully. You gave from a place of loyalty, love, patience, and understanding. And still, they didn't see it. Not because you weren't enough, not because you weren't valuable, but because your consistency made them blind to what life is like without you. Human psychology is simple. What is always there feels safe. What feels safe gets taken for granted. Not intentionally, but because people assume it will always be there. Until one day, it's not. And that's when the truth hits them. Your presence was the thing holding everything together. Your energy was the thing giving them comfort. Your effort was the thing keeping the relationship alive. But here's the part no one warned you about. People wake up too late. They realize your worth the moment you stop giving them access to it. And you're left standing there, wondering why someone had to lose you to finally understand you. You replay the moments in your head, all the times you checked on them, all the times you made time when you were tired, all the times you understood what they didn't say, all the times you stayed, even when staying hurt. You gave them the kind of presence that heals, but they treated it like it was replaceable. Why? Because when a man gives his heart, he gives it deeply, quietly, consistently. And that kind of love becomes the air they breathe, felt but unseen, until it's gone. The Stoics said, anything that is not respected must be removed. Not as punishment, not out of spite, but out of self-respect. When someone grows comfortable disrespecting your effort, your silence becomes the only language they understand. And that silence, that distance, that decision to walk away, that's when everything changes. Because when you leave, you take with you the warmth they mistook for weakness. You take with you the loyalty they assumed would never break. You take with you the version of yourself they thought they'd always have. And suddenly, they feel the emptiness. The messages get longer. The apologies get deeper. The excuses start disappearing. The energy shifts. Why? Because losing a man with a good heart is one of the rarest pains a person can experience. They didn't think you would walk. They didn't think you had the strength. They didn't think you'd choose yourself. But you did. And that moment, the moment you finally step back and protect your soul, is the moment they see your true value. Not because you changed, but because they finally felt the weight of life without you in it. But here's the twist. Your value was never missing. Their awareness was. And now the question becomes, why do we, especially men, stay so long in places that don't water the roots we plant? Why do we keep giving until we're empty? Why do we ignore the signs our soul felt long before our mind accepted them? The answer goes deeper than heartbreak. It goes into psychology, attachment, self-worth, and the emotional wounds we never learned how to name. And that's where everything really begins. Because the real lesson behind not being valued isn't about the person who overlooked you. It's about what inside of you allowed it. And that's the part we need to talk about next. The part that stayed too long. The part that kept giving even when your soul whispered, "Stop." The part that tolerated being undervalued because you didn't want to lose the person completely. Most men never admit this out loud, but you didn't stay because you were weak. You stayed because you cared. You stayed because you believed in the potential. You stayed because you hoped loyalty meant something. You stayed because you fell in love with the connection you wanted, not the connection you actually received. And psychologically, that's powerful. Humans don't get attached to people. They get attached to how people make them feel. And you got attached to the version of yourself you became around them. The version that finally felt seen, wanted, appreciated, at least in the beginning. But then the shift happened. The messages changed. The tone changed. The effort faded. The warmth disappeared. And somewhere deep inside you felt it. You were no longer a priority. You were a convenience. That feeling destroys men quietly. Because men don't usually talk about loneliness. They don't talk about giving 100% and getting 10% back. They don't talk about feeling invisible in relationships they helped build. They don't talk about pouring into someone who stopped pouring back. But they feel it. Every day, every night, in silence. Modern psychology calls it the slow erosion of self-worth. Stoics called it a man who forgets his own value. And that's exactly what happens. When you stay in places where you are undervalued, your mind does something dangerous. It starts believing you deserve the treatment you're getting. You start rationalizing their behavior. You start blaming yourself. You start thinking you're asking for too much. You start thinking love is supposed to hurt. You start shrinking to fit their comfort. You start quieting your needs to avoid conflict. And little by little, you disappear inside the relationship. Not physically, emotionally. And the ironic part? People value you less the moment you stop valuing yourself. They sense it. They feel it. They take advantage of it. Because a man who is afraid to lose someone will tolerate behavior that is slowly causing him to lose himself. But then something changes. Something subtle. Something quiet. Something life-altering. There comes a moment, after enough disrespect, after enough disappointments, after enough ignored signs, where you finally understand, if I don't leave for myself, no one will save me from this. And that moment, that internal shift, that awakening of self-respect, that's when everything inside you turns. You stop overthinking. You stop begging. You stop explaining your worth. You stop trying to convince someone to care. Instead, you walk, not to hurt them, not to prove anything, but because you finally see what staying is doing to you. And when a man leaves from a place of clarity and self-respect, it hits differently. Because this time, you're not leaving to get attention. You're not leaving to guilt them. You're not leaving because you're angry. You're leaving because your soul is tired. You're leaving because the version of yourself you became in that relationship is not the man you want to be anymore. And once a man reaches that point, the relationship is already over, even if he hasn't walked out the door yet. But here's the truth most people don't expect. Your absence forces a reality they never wanted to face. The same person who didn't respond before starts writing paragraphs. The same person who didn't make time for you suddenly wants to meet. The same person who didn't appreciate you now feels your silence like a wound. Not because they changed, but because losing you exposed something. You were the stable one. You were the consistent one. You were the loyal one. You were the emotional anchor they didn't know they depended on. And now that anchor is gone. But this is where the deeper question rises. The question every man must ask himself before he ever considers going back. The question that determines whether he repeats the cycle or breaks it forever. If someone only values me when I leave, did they ever truly value me at all? And that is where script 3 begins. There comes a moment in every man's life when he stops asking why someone treated him the way they did, and he starts asking why he allowed it for so long. That moment is the beginning of self-respect, the beginning of emotional rebirth, the beginning of a new standard, not for others, but for himself. Because once you learn how it feels to be undervalued, you will never again accept half love, half effort, half respect. You become a different kind of man, not colder, but wiser, not harder, but clearer, not emotionless, but emotionally disciplined. And when someone tries to come back into your life after losing you, you don't feel the same attachment you once did. You see things for what they are, not what you hoped they could be. You see that their attention now isn't love, it's fear. Fear of losing the version of you they could lean on. Fear of losing the comfort of your loyalty. Fear of realizing that someone else might now experience the version of you they never nurtured. And that's when the truth finally settles. Some people don't lose you. They lose the version of you that tolerated them. The man who stayed too long? Gone. The man who kept forgiving without change? Gone. The man who accepted the bare minimum? Gone. What remains is the man you were meant to become all along. A man who no longer needs someone to choose him because he finally chooses himself. And once a man chooses himself, he becomes dangerous in the most beautiful way. He grows. He heals. He rebuilds. He finds purpose again. He learns to enjoy his own company. He becomes someone he respects. He becomes someone others respect. He becomes someone who is no longer afraid of losing people because he realizes he never needed those who treated him like an option. That's the blessing hidden inside heartbreak. It forces a man to evolve into someone he should have been years ago. And here's the deeper truth. Leaving isn't the end. Leaving is the beginning of finally meeting yourself. The version of you that loves with boundaries. The version of you that understands your worth. The version of you that refuses to chase what is not choosing you. The version of you that no longer fears being alone because solitude gave you back the strength that people drained from you. Now you stand in a new chapter of your life, and you get to decide who enters it. Not everyone deserves that access. Not everyone has earned that privilege. Not everyone has the maturity to handle a man who has rebuilt himself. A man who knows his worth is no longer negotiable. And before this message ends, there is one question you must ask yourself. A question that will determine the next phase of your life. Am I holding on to someone who only values me when I walk away? Sit with that. Feel it. Let it guide you. And if today's message spoke to you, If it hit wounds you never told anyone about, if it helped you feel seen, understood, or stronger, then share this video with someone who's hurting too. Someone who feels invisible. Someone who needs to hear what you just heard. And if you're rebuilding, if you're rising again, if you refuse to stay broken, subscribe to the channel. There's more coming, and you don't have to go through this part of your life alone.